Hello. Praise the Lord, black men. And thank you for tuning in to DrLesiaThePreacha's Black Men's Court. And like I've said in my other videos, now probably it's probably my disclaimer, I guess. Um, you know, I realize in your eyes, in the black man's eyes, now am I saying every single black man? Of course not. This is in general, the collective. You can go to any other YouTube video and listen to a black man talk, and you will hear from their mouths how they perceive me. So, based on how black men perceive me as old, a woman, black, ugly, and just need to shut up and sit down somewhere, that's my disclaimer. I understand that every time you turn on one of my videos, the majority of you feel that way. And I'm just acknowledging that I understand that's the position you take. So yeah, I'm considered an old, black, ugly woman, that need to just shut up and sit down somewhere. Recently, I was watching a YouTube channel, and the gentleman was talking. I watched so many, so I don't know names and all that. But he was just talking about, child support and alimony. Child support and alimony. And so, I made some comments, and one of the gentlemen came back and commented on my comment and said something like, "You must don't cost that much." You must don't cost that much. And I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, I didn't understand exactly. I mean, I know where he coming from, just trying to take a cheap shot. But I want him to think about his question to me or his statement to me. So that's why I came back at him and said, "Hey, cost. Please explain your meaning. Please explain your meaning on my cost." He don't know me. So what cost is he referring to? I know he's saying that you cheap, and that's why I use my disclaimer. Yes, black men, I recognize that I'm old, woman, black, and ugly. I get that. Nappy hair and it's short and nappy, natural. Um, I get it. I understand. I'm 52 years old and I really don't care how black men view me. I don't. And the reason why I can afford not to care how you view me is because I've been raised by you. I married two of you for 32 years. I raised two of you from boys to men. I have grandsons. I live the black family life. And I understand how our community of men view a woman like me. Old, ugly, black, woman, need to shut up and sit down somewhere. Just die, really. Really, y'all just want me dead, for real. I'm just going by what I hear. I mean, you don't mind busting a nut and then take off. I get it. I totally get it. But this video is about oh, I forgot that fast. Let me think. I already had a title in mind and everything. Oh, I went off on a tangent. It just comes with being, old, ugly, discarded, and just need to be dead and shut up and stuff. It just comes with the territory. We tend to forget stuff, especially when you're 52. You'll forget. But I wanted to talk about, oh, yeah, I know. All right. How to avoid getting caught up in the system. Okay. I believe, and I'm a crazy woman, crazy old ugly black woman. So what I'm about to say does not make sense to you. I get it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. For those few who actually get it, the masses of you will not get it and continue to throw me under the old ugly black shut your mouth up woman bus. I get it, but those of you who actually hear me. I believe the system, which is the work system, the plantation system, I believe that system doesn't work for black men. It don't work for y'all. It does not work for you. In all these hundreds of years, or a couple of hundred years, whatever, 200 years, or however long it's been, um, collectively as a whole, I know individually you guys have some stuff, but collectively as a whole, you don't really own nothing. You don't really have nothing. In that system, you don't. That system is not designed for you to win. That system is designed for you to be workers, slaves. Period. So I believe until all black men at the same time, simultaneously, stop working for that system and figure out how to work for yourselves, among yourselves, it's going to require brotherhood. It's going to require black men being able to talk to each other without arguing. It's going to take some type of unity where you have a bro code, where have a new bro code where, you know what, dude, I am not going to sleep with your woman. I ain't going to sleep with your woman either. I ain't going to sleep with your sisters, your cousins, nobody in your family. Respect each other. That's where it's going to start. Respecting each other, uniting. Quit that system. Quit that system. And you're like, well, what's going to happen if we quit the system? How am I going to make money? How am I going to be successful? Black men, you can figure it out. I believe you guys can figure it out. I really do. I have confidence in you guys. I know you think that I'm just an old, ugly black woman who need to just be dead and shut up somewhere. I get that. But I believe in you. I believe in your ability to fire. Don't wait to be fired. Quit. And you're going to be like, there's a black woman on YouTube telling black men to quit their jobs. Not individually, no. But as a nation, quit these damn jobs. Let them go. Create a whole new world. But you got to be committed to each other. I ain't even talking about women yet. This ain't got nothing to do with women. You know, all love comes from God. All love comes from God. So I don't need your love. I got my own love from God. I just need you to get your shit together and provide for us. You ain't got to treat me all extra special or think I'm special to provide. As long as you provide, I don't care what you think about me. Just do your damn job, which is to provide for me. It's your job. But not caught up in some of the man's system. It's going to be really hard for you to provide for me, caught up in some of the man's system, living in his world, struggling in some of the man's existence. And another thing, when I say get out of here, their system, I mean like don't even vote in there. Let them vote and work for each other. I just believe that black men will treat each other better if they weren't always trying to compete with white men. If you guys were not competing with the world, I say a white man, but the world in general. If you weren't competing with other men, and just, when I mean nations of men, you have your own nation, the black nation. You have a black nation that is all over this world. If you guys stop investing in other people's workplaces, stop investing in their elections, Stop investing in all that. Create your own and stick by it. Yeah, it's going to require black men to unite. Don't worry about us women. Y'all know we crazy and we weak and we stupid and we just, y'all know what y'all say about us. If we all that stuff, well then, y'all need to gather up and meet and figure out how to save yourself. Because we gonna follow you. Women follow men. See, y'all wanna work for the white man and then get mad when it's time for child support. You wanna work for the white man and then get mad when you gotta pay alimony. As long as you're getting big old tax returns because you got a wife and kids, you cool. She all right when the tax return come. Her and them kids, you trying to find kids then. You trying to find a woman and kids when it's tax season. But then the rest of the year, we don't mean shit to you. That's how the system is set up. And you subscribe to it. You're treating your women and children the way that the white man treat you. Get out of his system and you will see that your life will be so much better. It will. Now, will it be perfect? No. No. You're not perfect. That's why it's not perfect. Your world is not perfect because you are not perfect. Don't expect to be. Just expect to be a provider, a creator of your own world. So if all black men at the same time quit their jobs, quit investing in a system that don't invest back, yeah, you're going to look like a bum. You're going to look like a deadbeat. Well, have women stopped making babies with bums and deadbeats yet? No, we haven't. Because to us, a man is a man. Y'all the one that pull out the measuring sticks. We don't pull out the measuring sticks like y'all do. We just want to be provided for. That's it. As long as a man is providing for his family, most women will be just fine. But providing for your family in a healthy way versus an unhealthy way, it has a lot to do with who your employer is. And right now, your employer is the system, the white man, the government, the whatever. The only way we can experience our new Jerusalem is if the black man has a new mindset. When he know he must work for himself. Those days of pensions and, all the incentives that the workplace had, all the temptations that the workplace offered, those are dwindling away. They've been gone for a minute, actually. And that's why we're feeling all this stress, feeling all this anxiety. They're creating it, and we're investing in it. We're investing in their created demise for us, destruction of us. We're investing in our own destruction. Please get out the system. Figure out how to do your own thing. You don't need us women to do that. You don't need women to help you decide how to be a man. We have enough just trying to survive this world. We're going through enough trying to be provided for. That's why we're so upset, because we, women and children, need to eat. We need to eat. You know how upset you are when you can't eat? Well, we're the same way. And stop trying to push your role onto us. Stop pushing your role on us. As long as you're in somebody else's system, we're going to keep fighting. We're going to stay in court. You're in their system. And the only way to resolve our problems is in their system. Their system is the legal way, the court system way, their way. And it don't benefit us. We need our own stuff. And, you know, and there's so many layers to what I'm saying. There are many layers to what I'm saying. But we got to start somewhere. And here is a conversation. Well, it's not a conversation because I'm doing all the talking, but, you know, you can make comments below. You can make comments. Yeah. If you need to email me because you have questions or want to know, well, what are you talking about? You're so stupid, you know. I'm just saying, y'all probably think I feel this way about myself. I've had moments of feeling dumb, feeling, you know, believing what's being thrown at me. I've had moments where I do believe it sometimes. Maybe I am a big old stupid, you know, dumb black woman that need to just shut up and die or something. You know what I mean? I have no more use. You know what I'm saying? You know, but not often. I don't really believe it like that. But this is just my appeal. I don't need to hear. I'm just saving you guys the time. So now please put real comments. Put real comments. Now that I've already addressed that I'm ugly, I'm old, I'm black, I'm a woman, I should shut up, I'm cheap, I don't cost much, all that stuff. You know what I mean? I understand. I get how you feel about me. But regardless to how you feel about me, God said that I am to be provided by you. No matter how you look at me, God said you have a certain role in my life. If you don't like it, take it up with him. But don't try to hurt me. I didn't make up these rules. I didn't make up these rules. And I hear black men say, it's the black woman's fault because I gotta pay child support. I just don't see that. The moment you chose to lay down and release your seed, it became your responsibility. You know what system you're in. You know this is a white man's system that you're functioning in. Create your own system if you want different results. But you have to create a system that makes sure women and children eat. You got to create it. The white man ain't going to keep taking care of the black woman. Black men need to step up and create their own world and take care of their own women and children. But as long as, no matter what color a woman is on this earth, it don't matter what color a woman is, but as long as there are women and children on this earth, men are to be providers. And until black men get it together and unite, the white man is in control. He's going to keep feeding your women and children while you're taking a water break. You guys are taking a water break. Now, again, not every single man. I'm not saying every single man. But there are more of you guys that are in his system that are not following his rules, the white man's rules. You're not following it. And that's how you end up in court. But when you get your own nation together, unite and come together, then he becomes irrelevant. The white man is irrelevant. Their workplace becomes irrelevant. Let's create our own. Let's do it. I believe in you. I believe in the black man's ability to get up off his ass and create his own world. And stop being lazy and just collecting a check from the white man. Stop working for him. Stop. Because it's not yielding the same results that he benefits. You're still suffering and likely to lose everything when you're, anyway. That's how the white man's system is designed. For you to work like a Hebrew slave, and then when it's all said and done, it's gone. Gone how? Because you're human. Well, I don't like the word human. We're mankind. Because we're mankind, he knows you want to have a family. So he's going to exploit that. He's going to exploit your family for his financial gain. Blame you, and then you blame women. White men blame you for being a failure in his system. In his system, he's blaming you. That he got rigged. He has that system rigged for you to fail. So you can be labor. Not free labor no more, but by the time he's done taxing you, your paycheck, by the time he's done taking all the taxes out of your paycheck, by the time he's done making sure that social media and the music industry, entertainment industry, tempt you, have booty shaking in your face, and, as long as he offered drugs in the street and all this stuff, then he's making sure that you're going to end up paying child support, alimony, and every dime you make is gone. That's a slave. Work you till you're dead, and then everything you work for is in his pockets. You are being pimped. That's how y'all got the idea to pimp us, black women, cheat us, pimp us. The way he treats you is the way you want to treat the women in your life, because we're the only people that you have authority over. You don't have authority over him or his women. You may sleep with his women, but when his women get up out the bed with you, she taking that money back to him. At the end of the day, when the white woman crawl out of bed with you, she taking her money back to the white man. He pimping her too. And I know you guys like, oh, you just jealous of white women. Trust and believe I have no reason to be jealous of white women. Trust and believe. No desire. The reason why I'm not jealous of them is because I don't want their men. I don't. Now, will I? Yeah. Like I said, I've been married to 2 pretty decent black men. But again, caught up in the system. Black men is in their system can only help me so far. Only black men that are independent of that system. Independent of that system. Not dependent on it. I mean, you can use the system. Let's say I'm 52, so I'm going to only mess with old men. I'm old, so I mess with old, crazy black men. I'm old and crazy, ugly, so that's what I deal with. I believe in being equally yoked. So that's what I deal with. So I'm only going to mess with older black men from here on out, ones that get Social Security checks. Why not? I'm old. I ain't going to even play the young man's game. I don't want I done done that. Been there. I played the young man's game for 32 years. And then, so I'm out of that. So a lot of the stuff I'm talking about, I'm already past that point in my life. I already put in 32 years of black family marriage. I know the ins and outs. I see how my exes had to maneuver and wouldn't take my advice on certain things, which meant that we end up in a certain position. So that's why I'm speaking up. I don't want to see any more of my black brothers going through this vicious cycle of slavery, being pimped, exhausted, turned out, discarded from narcissism. I'm tired. You black men look just as bad as black women in the white man's eyes. The way black men look at black women And all the stuff y'all say about us, that's what the white man is saying about you and treating you like. Look at all these celebrities. Celebrities is just the glorified level of the abuse that you guys are experiencing at the non-celebrity level. We're the real people. We're the real people. Those are just, celebrities are just people that are magnified to reflect how we live every day. We live like this every day. They just got, money and, to throw around, fancy stuff. But as soon as the white man snatched their stuff away, they look just like, normal. I'm just saying, back to normal. So again, many of you will just look at me as just some stupid, cheap, ugly black woman, old, sit your butt down somewhere. I get it. But there may be a few of you that be like, there's something to what she's saying. Let me connect these dots. You're the ones that's going to make the difference and turn things around and have the masses of the black men follow you. Only men can correct men. I'm a woman. I'm not valued in a man's eyes. The way the world is set up now, I have no value, and I accept that. I get it. I ain't even fighting it. I'm just speaking up. That's it. I ain't fighting nothing. I'm not, I'm just speaking up. Because I know I can't do nothing to no man. I was married 32 years. Trust and believe. I know my boundaries. I know my lane. I know it very well. And again, I'm still submitting to a black man because I'm not married anymore, but I have a pastor. I have a black man pastor in my life. And he ain't no different than y'all. No different. But it don't matter what kind of, a man is a man to me. A man is a man. Now to y'all, when y'all bring out y'all measuring sticks, y'all start comparing incomes. Y'all start saying, well, I'm better than him for these reasons. Well, that's your opinion. I think a man is a man. Whether he unemployed or working for wherever, whoever, whatever white man. No difference to me. I can adjust. I can adjust to living in the projects on food stamps all the way to living in the White House. I'm adjustable. Michelle Obama was right up in that White House. Just as black as me. I can live in the White House. I can live in the projects on food stamps with my man. Wherever my man is, that's where I'm going to be. Period. So y'all can, measure yourselves all day long. We're adjustable. But we're waiting on you to get it together. Stop complaining and whining and crying and blaming. Stop all that. Men should never compare themselves to women. Men should not do that. You should put your concern where men are. And the only man that you need to think about right now is getting out of the white man's bed. Get out of that white man's bed. Get out of his jobs. Get out of his politics. Get away from that man. I don't understand the black man's obsession with white men. Y'all obsessed with these white men. I'm a woman. A man is a man to me. I was raised by black men, married black men, and I raised some black men. But a man is a man to me. So if black men lose this war, this color war, if y'all lose the war by not being able to employ your own self, employ yourself among each other. Stop working for them. Until y'all do that, black women are like spoils of war. The white men are coming after us. They are coming after us by the numbers. Because they're smart enough to know that there's value in the woman. We're more valuable than, and I'm not talking just any white man. I'm talking about white men with money, the ones that y'all work for. The men that you work for, you get your check from, sees is trying to take your woman, trying to snatch us right from under you. And I'm tempted. I'm telling you, I'm tempted. I'm tempted, but you know, I'm a spoil of war. When men come in and scrape up the women and children after war, you just have to submit. Like, for example, in Ukraine, you know how all the women and children are escorted, ushered out of the danger zone? Just that fast, they lost their women and children. Just that fast. What are those men are going to be able to do? Even if they, quote, if Ukraine, quote unquote, win the war, all the women and children are gone now. They're gone. That means your community is gone. Even though Russia has its resources limited, they still got women and children there. They still have women and children in Russia. Shutting down the economic, uh, um, the economic, I don't know, I was trying to say academic. No, the economic. So shutting down Russia's economic sources and power and resources or whatever. I mean, you know, it's going to hit them, but it ain't going to hit them as hard because they still have women and children in the environment. So a lot of black men are being trained right now to live in their own home and apartment by themselves without no family. That's not smart. It's not smart. I mean, I know you take pride in it. I don't need no woman. I just want her to come through for 2 or 3 hours, spread them legs, and take her ass home. I get it. I'm tempted to live that way myself. Look, have my own house, have my own stuff, and just have brothers, you know, I don't want nobody coming on my property, but, you know, I might swing through our brother's crib and, you know, enjoy him for a few hours, and then I ain't got to buy the whole cow. I'm a cow. Why do I need to buy the whole bull? I don't need the whole wool. Not in this climate. Not in these conditions. So see how your attitude is shifting over to the woman? It starts with the men. When men act like they don't need women and you just want to bust a nut and sit on her way, well, then she's going to develop the same attitude because we mirror each other. We're each other's brother and sister, and we're supposed to keep each other. So the way you act, we going to act. We are followers. Y'all don't understand the extent that we follow. So when black men look into the eyes of a black woman, you're seeing yourself. And if you don't like what you see, it's a mirror. Change. If you don't like what you see in the black woman, the change starts with you. You will see a better black woman when you become a better black man. In general. Of course, not everybody fall under these umbrellas. Of course not. But too many do. Too many of us do. I don't even really consider myself in the category. However, based on my 32 years of black family life, marriage, you know, through marriage and all that, I feel obligated to say something. I made it. Not perfectly. I didn't make it perfectly through the system, but I made it through the system. And now I can share my journey for those who can benefit. And I'm just talking, but that's what it takes, talking, testifying. The Bible says so much about testimony. Testify, speak, share. And on my other channel, I have almost 600 videos on that channel, and I'm not monetized. I'm just sharing all my ideas and tarot readings and all that stuff for free at this point. I mean, I have a few people who, hit up my Cash App and stuff. Thank you. Thank you for those. Thank you for those of you who email me with questions or just want to talk or whatever. And thank you for those who actually send money to my Cash App. I really appreciate it. You know, but I don't, at this point in my life, the monetization, being monetized from YouTube is not a big concern to me at the moment because I want to speak freely. The moment you start getting money from the white man, then he control your words. I don't want to be no one controlling me right now. Not right now. I'm gonna try to avoid it. Stay away from it as long as possible. I'm gonna try to avoid signing any contracts, stuff like that. I don't want to get caught up in the system. I don't. And if I die, I die. According to y'all, I'm pretty much dead anyway. Old, ugly, black woman, you know what I'm saying? Shut up, go hide, You better be lucky a black man even looking at your ugly butt. Y'all be killing me with these videos. I'll be like, where do these guys come from? I just heard a video of a man trying to convince a black woman, you just lucky a black man marry you. It's a privilege to be a wife. You ain't gonna have nothing or beat nobody unless you somebody's wife. A wife! I'm like, calm the fuck down. I was a wife for 32 years, okay? It's a beautiful thing. Trust me, it is a beautiful thing. But it is hell. Because you're married to somebody, if you're in the black family life, you're married to somebody who is dominated by another race. You're married to somebody who willingly goes into the enemy's camp and congregate. It's kind of challenging for a black woman to have respect for that for too long. Maybe it's how you got to get started to get your feet wet, but to end your life working for another man? Now, when you're 20 and getting started, okay, I get it. Especially if you don't come from generational wealth. If your parents don't have their own business and didn't raise you up to take over family business, then you don't understand. You don't have the opportunity, So you may have to be the first person in your family to start a business, in a business that you're just going to have to suffer through and allow, black people to benefit. The only way we're going to benefit is if we all invest in ourselves, invest in each other. Invest in each other, really. It's not even just ourselves. I mean, we got to invest in each other. So if you need to start off working for the white man in order to get your own, do it. Be the first in your family. But for those of you, your family didn't have nothing, you don't have nothing, so it's easy to listen to these guys on YouTube that's saying, these black women ain't nothing but terrors. They, they ugly, they loud, they disrespectful, they, all this stuff. You're going to believe all that. And you're going to end up alone. And at some point, but see, this is what's hard about. This is what make black men look silly and people want to laugh at you right now. Is because you're telling women, stop being single mothers. Stop ruining black men's lives with your single mother skills. Well, stop sleeping with us. Don't let I'm horny be an excuse to get a woman pregnant and then abandon her. That's just abandonment. Having sex with a woman, getting her pregnant, and then get up and not want to be responsible is abandonment. Stop feeling entitled to sex. Black men feel entitled to sex without the consequences. entitled to sex without being responsible. You feel entitled to sex. When you stop feeling entitled to sex, then we won't feel entitled to child support. We won't feel entitled to alimony. As long as you feel entitled to sex for free. No, granted, I believe sex should be free. I believe that women and men should be able to love each other and have kids and call being fruitful and multiply. But we live in a world where men don't want to be fruitful. They just want to multiply without the fruit part. The two go hand in hand. Fruitful and multiply. So what I'm saying, if you work for yourself, then you don't have to worry about child support because you will have money to care for your women and children. But if you neglect doing that, because a lot of black men want the money and they still want the entitled to sex, and they are not going to buy their kids shoes. They're not going to make sure the kids eat every day. Now, some of you do, yes, but the majority of you don't. And I'm trying to explain to you why. The system is rigged for you not to. It's rigged for you not to. They take enough money out of your check to make sure you don't have enough to be a responsible man. They take enough money out of your check to make sure that their pockets are full and that you just have enough money to get to work tomorrow. They're not doing you no favor. That is not doing you no favor. As soon as you get your money up, you know what I'm saying? Start your own business. You're going to have to get along with your brothers. Get along with your own black men brothers. And support each other's businesses so that all y'all can eat and feed women and children. Yeah. As long as you feel entitled to sex, then women are entitled to provision. No provision, no sex. No provision, no sex. No provision, no sex. There's no entitlement then. I won't feel entitled to provision if you don't feel entitled to sex. I'm just saying. All right, that's enough of old, ugly black woman who just needs to be dead and shut up somewhere. Enough of me talking, okay? I'm done. But if you want to, talk to me, email me, have further discussion about this or whatever, email me at DrLesiaThePreacha@gmail.com. If you've been blessed by this message, hit your girl up on her Cash App, $DrLesiaThePreacha. I'm going to try to avoid being monetized so I can speak freely, but I need men. I need my black men, my black brothers out here. Despite how you think and feel about me, I'm still putting this message out. And be supportive. Be supportive. If not, then just ignore me as usual. It's okay. I'm used to it. I'm used to being mistreated by black men. I'm used to it. I really don't know life any other way. Now, I was raised by y'all, and I believe my grandfather and my dads and the different men in my life, that raised me. I had a grandfather and two dads, a natural father and a stepfather. So, I believe that they did a good job. They did the best they could where they stood. Were there problems? Hell yeah. Well, black family ain't got no problems. But, that's life. But they were still there. They did the job as best they could, as long as they could, But anyway, hit your girl up on her Cash App, $DrLesiaThePreacha. Thanks for listening, for those who listen, and those who want to continue to just think I'm stupid and ugly and, and not worth listening to, but listening anyway just to complain. Listening anyway just to pick apart what I'm saying and complain. Well, maybe something will click Maybe you will hear something anyway, despite your attitude. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, I'm done because I'll just keep rambling. You know how we women are, especially when we're old, black, and ugly. We just, you know, you know. I'm enjoying this. This is so much fun. This is so fun. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Bye.